Following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah, go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
It is time for a Wednesday edition of Mick Shots. Welcome on in to the SWBC podcast studio, and I do mean it is a Wednesday edition of Mick Shots.
Windy Wednesday.
Everson got it. It is spelled W-I-N-D-S Day, Wednesday here. There is supposed to be a Cowboys practice here 1 hour from now. Starts at 1 o'clock. There is not football equipment on the football field because they're going to be indoors today.
That's what happened.
They're going to be indoors today. That's right. And by the way, as we welcome you here, Bill Jones, Everson Walls, Heckma Harrison, and Mickey Spagnola.
Yes.
Did you know that the next 7 games for your Dallas Cowboys will be played indoors? The next time they will play outdoors is Christmas Day. How about that? And so far this season, glass half full, they are 2-0-1, baby, when they play indoors.
Hey,
I like that, Bill.
Well, there you go.
I like that, Bill. Got a 70-yard field goal in our future, it sounds like then, right?
You know, I was really hoping for a chance for a 70-yarder. In the Denver
I'm
game.
sure you were.
They were in position.
It was getting close at the end of the half.
Got greedy at the end of the half, and Jade Barron had the
thought about it.
That's right.
I mean, I would have done it just to show off.
That's good on him. That was good underneath coverage by the nickel corner.
Barron, the first-round pick,
yes,
who can't get on the field for the Broncos. Well, he can now because Pat Surtain is hurt for the next 3 weeks.
And that's hurt in the game?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh, yeah. Yep. And
he's
out for 3 weeks. They're not putting him on injured reserve, but they're thinking in probably 3 weeks. For
shoulder?
Was it a pec?
Pec or
shoulder, something like that.
Upper
in
body.
addition to the lower leg injury in the end zone, but he came back in after missing one play.
Right.
So.
Guys, I think I'm finally over the loss. I took it hard, man.
Yeah.
Me too.
For the last 2 days, I've been moping.
We could tell.
So that was my silent prayer. Took it hard. But after watching the game again, Everson, I came up with a term for our defensive coordinator.
Your defensive coordinator?
Our defensive coordinator.
Okay, what is that?
Fake it till you make it. Fake it till you make it.
I can see that.
Okay? Yeah. Man, at Kansas State, Purcell Gaskins told me that when I couldn't get along with Bill Snyder, he said, fake it till you make it. Yeah. And I didn't understand it, but at the time.
I do that here all the time.
But it's one of those things.
Spags does it all the time.
All the time. Fake it till you make it. But Matt Eberflus in this defense, probably next year, half of these guys probably won't be on the roster because he's going to be trying to get his guys in. But defensively, he is going to have to switch it up completely because offenses are ripping him apart.
What else can he do? What do you mean?
I mean, you guys have talked about it. You talked about blitzing more. I don't even want to talk about cover one versus zone, but whatever it is that you're showing, fake it. Fake it. Whatever your signals are, do the opposite. Because offensive coordinators right now, whatever you're doing, they are keyed off on you.
Yeah.
And they're pinning their ears back, and whatever adjustments you make, they're coming after it. So fake it. Do something different. Show blitz, get back in coverage.
I can see that. I like the philosophy, but if your players don't know what the hell you're doing, and they don't seem
they have to
no
do
matter
it too.
What we call,
they have to do it too.
You know, you can fake it all you want.
You know what? He did that at Chicago.
Listen,
you have to be in unison as you fake.
Nothing is working. Okay, can we all agree that nothing is working?
All right, if we were going to, in Mickey in a different life, he grew up in Chicago. Let's say he never got out of Chicago, and there was a Mick Shots on Chicago Bears website, okay? in 2022, he would have been covering Matt Eberflus's Chicago Bears.
Yes.
And they would have had these same conversations all season long. In what was a 3-14 season, they had the 32nd defense in the league his first year there in terms of points allowed. Okay, and they were like 32nd in run defense his first year there, and he tried to fake it until he made it. Well, he made it the next year, because the next year they had the number 1 run defense in the league.
Man.
It went from worst to first as far as run defense goes. We know how the rest of it turned out
you
for
make
him there.
it, Bill.
But
Can you fake talent?
No, you can't. And that's it. And that's an argument that you got to have with the guys upstairs, because they're the ones that Sam Williams, 2nd-round draft pick, Osa Odighizuwa, 2nd-round draft pick. That's an argument for somebody else, because you have what you have. And there isn't going to be a miracle trade that comes in here that changes this around. Even if Michael was still on this team, you'd probably still be in the same situation.
He ain't helping the run defense.
Whatever it is,
And
you're probably still in the same situation based off of the personnel that you have.
Well, Spags was saying, can you fake talent? Well, that's why we're faking, because we have no talent.
Yeah. So
I'm saying secondary wise.
Although, you know
back
what?
the back seven.
Larry Lacewell taught me one thing. He said, I'm a defensive guy. And he goes, I can screw around with talent or whatever, my personnel, and try to confuse somebody. He goes, but what you can't fake is offense. If you don't have a quarterback, right? You got to have a quarterback. Yeah. You can't fake offense. It goes defense. And he was saying, well, I'm smart enough. I can figure something out, right? But, yeah, I mean.
Disguise it. Do something. Disguise it.
Hey, the Cowboys this year, right now, someone turned out to have a worse defense now after last week. The Cowboys.
Who was that? Because we're 31st.
We're 31st now.
Yeah.
We went up one.
Is it the Bengals?
Tennessee?
May have been.
I don't know.
Anyway, I didn't bring it.
But my point bringing it up.
Somebody's
elevated.
Yeah, we went from 32nd to 31st. You know what? You know what?
The hell?
They only gave up 420 yards.
All right. Who was the 30? Who was the second worst scoring defense in the league last year?
Who was that?
The Cowboys. Damn. It's the exact same defense this year as last year.
Yeah.
You got to at the midway point. You have to do something.
And Micah was on the team last year, right?
And here's what I'm saying. And we talked about it yesterday. And Spags said it last week. Man, let's just be as aggressive as we can be, because sitting back is not working.
That's faking it until you make it.
I'd rather be aggressive and try and force them into making some mistakes. If we're going to be playing some good teams, and they're going to overcome that, of course. But I would still rather put pressure on them to make a play as opposed to giving them all the time in the world to make a play.
Yeah.
Because we haven't had any pressure. We live off our front. We live off our front. And no matter what's going on in the back, no matter how young they are, inexperienced, if you put pressure on someone up front and you're able to do it through blitz, we haven't done it with all fours, I would be up for that. I would be game for that to happen. Because that way, they can't just sit back and just have choices. I want them to have their choice. Right, they're going to have to make a quick choice as opposed to something where they can just sit back with the leisurely luxury of being behind a offensive line that gives them all the time in the world.
He's trying to do it like logically, educatedly, or whatever the
word
would be, right? Like, I'm going to figure this out, right? And you're right. Just put your back to the wind, or whatever you want to call it, and go.
This is no time to be lackadaisical. It's no time to be conservative.
Yeah.
And that's the kind of defense we've been playing. We got to get out of the conservatism. We got to.
And you got to move, and you got to move some guys around. You got to move some guys around. You got to change some things, whether it's a talent thing or not. And if I'm Eberflus, I'm walking by Will McClay's office every day saying, "Have you heard anything yet? Do you got anything yet? Have you watched anybody coming in?
Talk to Jerry?
Anybody?" Because based off of what you're seeing, and we're talking about the guys in the secondary, I think as far as the talent is concerned, there has to be some way that you could play this up, whether it's being aggressive or not, that you are scheming for the offense to say, I am presenting pressure at the line of scrimmage and I'm making you rethink what you're about to do.
Man.
Right? And teams are not doing that. They're just going, oh, y'all going to stay in cover 2?
And No. There's a realization while the play is going on. That's what I'm saying. You're back in the back going, you still have time to contemplate. I don't want to give a quarterback time to contemplate.
Because there's no pressure.
There's no pressure.
But how do you think Bridges gets beat? He's in man. He can't cover. So zone, can he at least do the zone right? Mm-hmm. Most of the times they got beat, they were in man. So what do you do?
So my question is, and this is just across the table, is do we not believe that Bridges can play man at all at this point in his career?
Well, he played man.
I'm saying, is he
meant successfully?
Do you think he's capable of?
He's a rookie.
I understand.
This is the first time he's played.
I got it.
But what he said, will he get better?
Well, that's what they're kind of counting.
Yeah, that's what he said.
They're counting on maybe getting better.
Yeah.
And so I have a problem with saying that, okay, a guy can't play man or a guy can't play zone. And we've already had the conversation with guys that have played zone since high school. Nothing changes about that. You may be in a different arena. It's the same
coverage. And I think
coverage.
that's what Eberflus is thinking. If I put him in a zone, they can't screw that up, right?
It's impossible.
That's what he said.
It is.
We know better. We know better. It's impossible.
And I think he's, like I said, he doesn't trust them in man-to-man. So that's why he tried the zone blitzes.
He's doing the logical thing.
No doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
And then when you don't have your safeties out there and you don't get lined up right, the communication, the echo, as they put it on the call, comes on the field, and the echo didn't get to the other side of the field.
Even if with a zone, you can get confused.
Yeah.
I mean, they can cause.
Basically one of the touchdowns happened because of that.
Yeah, because then now someone's matching up. And someone's playing zone, then you got these big holes here.
We saw it in the playoff game against the Packers with Dan Quinn as the defensive coordinator here, and there was mass confusion in the secondary.
And he hadn't exactly figured it out in Washington this year either.
That is eyebrow raising that Dan Quinn's defense is struggling right now in the Commanders. But the Cowboys.
Well,
here you have the Arizona Cardinals coming in here. How do you fix that?
Answer your own question about Washington.
What do you mean?
You said, how can this happen to Dan Quinn's defense?
Yeah. How can this happen to a defensive guru, guy that knows defenses the way that Dan Quinn does, and the guy that has the ability to go from a DC to a head coach his way to a Super Bowl? And it can't look. Everybody doesn't have top tier talent on every roster in the NFL. You're not gonna make me believe.
Well,
that,
you
man.
You at least have your starters out.
No, everybody's not playing with their starters for 17 games. Mick,
well,
come
not
on
having
now.
This many in the same place.
Y'all were talking about Baltimore. When we talking about Baltimore,
so then what's your logical answer why Quinn's not doing well defensively?
Well, we could go down the line now. The 49ers are having some issues.
Okay.
And they're in freaking first place.
Yeah. All right.
And they
got injury issues.
And they have major quarterback.
Well, on defense.
Okay.
They lost Nick Bosa.
That's big.
They lost their middle linebacker.
My business partner's a 49er fan, and he's loving this because they're
that's
winning.
Just the start of
this, in spite of what you're saying.
Well, they didn't win. They didn't beat Houston.
They didn't beat Houston, but they're still in first place. Am I right?
Who is?
No, they're not.
Where are they?
They're in third place now.
They're in what?
They're 5-3.
They're 5-3.
Right.
That's a damn good record.
That's right.
For someone that doesn't have their starting quarterback and lost two of the stars on defense.
That's right. Yep.
Come on now.
But they are in the same boat.
Fred Warner's hurt. He's out.
That's right.
He's out.
Nick Bosa's out.
Come on, man. Bosa's out.
Yeah. All right. They're in the same boat the Cowboys are. And I think this is a good reflection on maybe what the Cowboys are thinking behind the scenes here. Because if you're looking yesterday, the 49ers made a couple of moves.
I saw that.
And they picked up from the Patriots Keon White, who is a former second-round draft pick defensive end. And it was one of the same deal that we were talking about yesterday. It was Keon White and a seventh-rounder for a sixth-rounder goes to San Francisco because they're in desperate need of a defensive end, okay? Right. And here's a Patriots team that's in first place. They're ahead of the Bills in the division, but Vrabel's figuring out, okay, that player, he doesn't figure. And Keon White was playing for the Patriots, and he was getting 20 snaps a game or whatever. And then who they signed? They got C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Did he go there? I think C.J. Gardner-Johnson just signed today. Yeah. They signed Cleveland Farrell, who was a former Washington commander or whatever. And so they're making these moves to add to the team. Kyle Duggar, the Patriots traded Kyle Duggar as well yesterday. So moves are being made like that. My point on that from a Cowboys perspective is you don't think the Patriots aren't calling the Cowboys about Keon White and Kyle Duggar, two guys they moved yesterday? That tells you behind the scenes here, the Cowboys either don't like those players, don't think they'd fit in, or it tells you that the safeties are coming back quick, okay?
Or saying that this guy's the same player as the guy we already have.
Exactly. Or let's coach our own guys up. And for now, anyway, trade deadline's still 6 days away. But moves are being made like that around the league, and so far the Cowboys haven't made a move like that.
Well, and I can't use these guys' name. So one of the websites, I don't, ESPN, they had top 25 guys that could be traded. So I started looking at defensive ends, linebackers, corners. I picked out 5 guys, right? They all happen to be in the last year of their contract. So in other words, you're not giving up a heck of a lot to rent a guy for, 9 games?
Yeah.
You're not going to do it. So and a lot of their salaries, you cut them in half because all you got to do is pick up the base, right? So cutting in half, they wouldn't be making that much. So you could do it, but what are they trying to unload them for? Is this a garage sale? You know, my junk you think is better than your junk, right? So.
And by the way, Kyle Duggar went to the Steelers. C.J. Gardner-Johnson signed with the Bears, who has a history with Dennis Allen, their defensive coordinator there. So there's veteran guys that are moving around right now, but behind the scenes here, they're going with the guys they've got.
And hopefully guys that get healthy.
Yeah, right.
And maybe guys improve that haven't played much. I mean, think about the amount of guys they're playing that haven't played.
Improvement.
Right?
Yeah. On that improvement.
Can you get better during?
And that's what Jerry said after the game, that he's waiting on improvement from within.
And, right now, he's not doing well. But the game before, I thought Bridges was hanging in there. And so that's why I was kind of disappointed in how he played, because I saw better when we played at home. I saw better. I saw a guy that was a little bit more heads up, a lot more confident. When I saw in Denver, that's not the same person. As young as he is, that's not the same person. And to me, when you have youth, I recall being young, I was more optimistic than pessimistic as a rookie. If I'm playing like Bridges, the way he played against the Commanders, and I could know the 2 receivers were out, but he was playing with people on his level, he had an optimistic approach. His body language is more optimistic out on the field. It wasn't that I didn't see that going against guys still in his age group. These guys weren't that much older than he is, the ones that he was covering.
Rookie wide receiver.
That's what I'm saying.
But they were high draft choices.
I understand that, but man, he might have played against these guys in college or played against some guys.
He played at Oregon and
come on, man. I mean, so that's
Florida.
why I was disappointed in he didn't progress.
Right.
He digressed, and that's as a young player. I looked for him to use that as a catapult to play better in Denver.
Well, chances are he's going to get another chance.
Get another shot.
What was your welcome to the NFL moment as a rookie? Like, who did you go up against?
Excuse me.
What?
I meant
quit sneezing.
I meant Chicago.
Bless
quit
you.
sneezing.
I was trying to say Chicago. So I'm a no. No, but it was. I'm sorry. It would have to be 82 in San Francisco. That was it.
What happened there?
It was the first San Francisco game.
Oh, not that one.
That's when we got blown out. Everybody had a bad game. And I remember when we were flying back on the plane, my boys were back there, they thought I was asleep. They were talking trash about me. Oh, your boy Walls finally got it handed to him today. That was like game 7, I believe, or something like that. We all got blown out. So, yeah,
Wasn't just you.
No.
Wasn't just you.
It was 42 to 12 or something like that. We got blown out. And so I would say that was my first moment.
But you had games before that where you were on top of the
balling.
world.
I was
Yeah,
balling.
you was
He had
balling.
11 picks his rookie year.
that's what I'm
His
saying.
welcome
So-
to the NFL moment was after he had 11 interceptions in the regular season and 2 more in the playoffs, right?
So I think I'm just saying a rookie, he's probably having that moment, whether it be versus lesser talent or guys that are on the same level as him. He's having to adjust. And I think those growing pains, as we see them play out in real time, that's expectation. That's expectation.
He's to me, he set that bar high against the Commanders, to me. And once again, I know the receivers weren't there. But you still got to compete against who you play against.
Damn right.
And he did that.
It was 81.
Oh, so it was 81.
Got beat 45-14.
Yeah.
The 1, 2, 3.
And the only good play, Tom
sixth
Landry,
game of the season.
6.
Oh, so it really was, yeah. Because you didn't.
And so I
You
remember-
were starting.
Oh yeah. By that time I was starting. Yeah. I had just only started my second game. Because
Your first start was your 4th game, right? Or fifth game, and so that was your. You already had 5 picks by then.
Oh yeah. Leading the league, yeah. Leading the league as a sub.
That's why they were talking.
Well, they were trying to pick on Everson. That's what they were trying to do. They were trying to
That's what
pick
they
on
were
him.
doing with
And I-
Triquez Bridges.
Yeah,
the other
they
day.
were
exactly
trying to
what I was
pick on
saying.
him.
Well, they picked on him the whole year.
Washington was shocked because we all were. Who's this 25 playing against
me
Washington?
too.
Yeah, it was like,
He looked so
wait a
good out
second.
there. Like, man, he looked taller.
Wait, why is he playing? Oh, okay. And so
That's why he's playing.
That's what Cliff Kingsbury was doing too. I'm like, wait a second, who's this guy?
Right,
25's playing for them. He looks like a player. And then they had film on him. And so Sean Payton looked at the film and said, oh,
Got something for you.
And then they had film on me as well. And so they start playing against your strengths. All right, this guy's jumping things. He wants to be a pick. How about we go with a slant go? You know, better go get him because he's out there. I got to go catch him. And so, yeah, it was the only good thing about that game was Dennis Thurman returned a block punt for a touchdown. And I remember Tom Landry saying, this is the only good play that we made all day. So I wasn't alone. I was not alone.
okay, we're just getting started on this edition of Mix Shots. It's Wednesday. Heckma, what does that mean? What does Wednesday mean?
Who's your GOAT?
Okay, who's your GOAT? Coming up in just a matter of
Earn your
moments
money, baby.
here
Earn
on
your money,
Mix
bro.
Shots.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Back to Mixed Shots.
Support the troops with the official salute to Service Collection. Shop jerseys, hoodies, tees, and more. Visit a pro shop near you or log on to shop.dallascowboys.com, a Fanatics experience.
Detroit Lions made news this morning. Aiden Hutchinson Aiden Hutchinson has a new 4-year, $180 million contract extension. That's what it's announced anyway. $141 million guaranteed.
But he had this year and next year still on the books.
How does that?
So
work?
next year,
22 draft pick.
right? So
22,
26
23,
is
24,
his
25.
50-year option.
It's so he still has to play through that before he gets the money, or they include the
No,
It would kick in
front
next
load.
year, right?
it'll kick. It'll be $19 million next year for the 50-year option, and then the extension
signs it.
starts. He's going to be under contract till 2030. There was still this year and next year on his contract deal.
So you get your cash signing bonus,
Yeah.
all of that.
See, what they can do now is they can prorate the signing bonus over 5 years, even though it's a 4-year extension. So that's where it helps him out. So, yeah, he gets his signing bonus now, right?
Because they picked up his 5th-year option,
Because they
obviously.
picked it up already.
Which they had to do in the spring.
Which is guaranteed.
Where does that rank him amongst the highest paid defensive ends?
The extension or the total package?
The
extension makes him second to Micah, because the extension comes out to.
And Micah's was it's listed on Over the Cap as a 4-year, $186 million extension for Micah.
And his ends up 46.5. This one ends up 45.
4 years, 180. Yeah, but the guaranteed money was more for Hutchinson.
Everson,
141 to 130.
That make you mad, don't it? So it's like $45 million.
I mean, you know, I can look at a whole bunch of people and be mad about the money they make. But once again, as a union rep, this is what I fought for.
Yeah.
The ability for these guys to make this money. I mean, you know, you got guys probably jealous of the little money I made back in the 80s. You know, guys that did major work, Mel Renfro and all those guys. I hope they wasn't pissed off at me for making money, because I can't be upset about these guys making money.
How much did you make? How much did you make in 1981 when you had 11 picks your rookie year?
$30,000.
$30,000.
What? How much?
$30,000.
$30,000.
Yeah.
As a rookie.
Wait a minute, Everson. You
1981.
made $30,000.
Not including the signing bonus.
What was the signing bonus?
$1,500.
So we both made the.
You know how much I made in 1981?
We both made the same amount of money.
Come on,
Mickey.
Don't laugh at my $1,500.
Hey, wait.
Don't laugh at my $1,500.
So, Mickey, where were you working in 1981? So listen to this. Mickey, 1981, you were working where?
I just was split. It was my first year in Jackson, Mississippi.
So he was working at a newspaper in Jackson, Mississippi in 1981, making how much?
We were about making the same.
$30,000. And he was intercepting 11 passes in the NFL.
My $1,500 put me over the top, did it?
Yeah.
And physically, I wasn't getting beat up.
No, that was in high school.
Yeah.
Not
to
to
make me play.
I hear you.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, you really can't be, and I'm not trying. No, this is what you want. You want the players to be able to. I don't want them to go through none of that crap I had to go through, and that's kind of why I'm kind of empathetic with Micah or any player. It's not just him, but man, they were just screwing us back then.
Yeah,
it's horrible, and so I can't get mad at any player, hook or crook, getting the money that he's getting, because the owners will not pay anyone that they can't afford to, period. They're making money. They're doing well with themselves. The players, that should trickle down to the players. It's all good.
Okay, how about this? 6 months ago, Myles Garrett signed his contract extension. 4 years, $160 million.
Everybody was like, ooh.
And think he should have waited 6 months?
He should have waited. That is one brother that is mad at himself. Nobody is madder at themselves every morning they wake up than Myles Garrett. Right
no one's who can be mad. He got 5 sacks or something.
5 sacks on
and still mad
against New England.
And still mad.
Think about this. So Hutchinson's going to be under contract till 2030. You think in 2030 he's going to be the second highest paid defensive in the league? He's going to be sitting there going,
no, he'll have another extension.
What did I do? I'm holding out, right? This rookie's making all this money.
That's right.
It's my old Pat Summerall story I told you about. We all came around too soon.
Yeah, that's right.
But
Born too
it's
soon.
almost like you being a parent because you want your kids to make more
That's
money
right,
than you
Spags.
did, right?
That's right,
how
Spags.
you raise
You
them.
want them to do. If I didn't do my job
Right.
as a union rep, if these guys aren't making the money they're making right now.
Yep, absolutely.
That's it.
Okay.
Glad you mentioned Pat Summerall, the greatest of all time, because it's time for the greatest of all time.
Who's your GOAT?
Pat Summerall or Bill Jones doing preseason
there you
game.
go, man. We go.
So, I am an 11th round pick out of Southern California.
Too late. It's too late.
Drafted by the Dallas Cowboys. I played in the Super Bowl. Even played with this man right here to my left. He just mentioned him. I am Dennis Thurman.
Thurman's Thieves.
Who is still preliminary, guys, all right? So, I am a first-round draft pick out of Texas A&M.
Oh, yeah.
Played in several Super Bowls. I am Kevin Smith. Guys, who's your GOAT? Dennis Thurman or Pup?
That's a tough one. It may not be tough for everybody. I guess
Come
it's
on,
tough
Bill.
For me.
Come on,
Tough
Bill.
for me.
Bill's over there
Well,
in the tablet.
I got to look at some.
Bill, you have lived
information.
this.
I know I have.
You lived, especially Kevin Smith. You lived it.
Well, and
You were
Thurman too.
right there.
Yeah.
So is it Dennis Thurman, the cornerback, or Dennis Thurman, the safety?
He did play both. He did play both, and that is a great point. And I'm going to stay with Dennis Thurman, the cornerback, not the safety.
Okay.
Excuse me, the cornerback, not the safety. There it is.
So Dennis Thurman played 9 years in the NFL. This is just their time with the Cowboys. Thurman finished up his career in St. Louis in 1986. So from 78 through 85 with the Cowboys, 8 seasons, 121 games, 62 starts. He had 36 interceptions and 4 pick sixes.
Are they including playoffs?
That's regular season.
Regular season, okay.
Playoffs.
He got one in the playoffs against Green Bay.
He did have one in the playoffs as well. Had 7 picks in the playoffs and 1 pick six.
That's nice, man. 7 picks in the playoffs.
So what was the number again on the regular season? On the number of interceptions? 34. So that's 41 interceptions and 5 pick sixes. All right. Discuss Dennis Thurman for just a second while I go find Kevin Smith.
And see, I'm biased. You know, I'm gonna.
Yes, you are.
I'm gonna go.
And I never saw him play cornerback.
Well, he had.
I mean, personally.
Yeah, 81. I had 11. He had 9, I believe, and that was his first time playing cornerback. We switched him over there. Well, I had just gotten there as well, just by necessity, because we had 125, rookies coming in. They needed some DBs. We had 25 rookie DBs alone. And come on, you're thinking about we had Aaron Cowell. We had Aaron Mitchell. And those guys weren't doing well. That's why they brought us all in. And so just by necessity, because of his intellect, Tom Landry trusted Dennis Thurman as much as anybody in Cowboys history. We had 2 guys on the team that Tom Landry trusted. That's Charlie Waters and Dennis Thurman. And so he moved Dennis over to safety because he felt that, moved in the corner from safety because he felt that with his experience and his knowledge that he would be able to maintain over there. And he ended up not just getting those 9 picks, if I'm not mistaken, in the regular season, but in the playoffs, man, he turned it up.
Well,
he turned it up, and he got that pick 6.
Pup has to have an asterisk because he was damn good his first 3 years before he tore his Achilles.
First game of the season in 1995.
Right.
At New York.
He only had three years before the
92,
Achilles?
93, 94, and he was damn good.
Yeah, he was.
He had 10 interceptions his first 3 years and 1 pick.
But that wasn't interceptions wasn't his thing.
Right.
He covered. He covered better than Thurman.
Yes.
But Thurman, he knew, Thurman's thing was, let's play chess. You're going to get, I have no speed. This is my first time. So Thurman always played it safe, but he was calculating. And so come at me too much, he set the trap for him. That's how he was able to get those 9 picks. And then into the playoffs, then he brought it up another step. So he had, I think, at corner, he still didn't have no more than 4 years at corner himself.
Thurman?
Yeah, because
then what did Pup play, like 3 years after the
He
95 season?
played through the 99, 99 season. Half the season in 99, eight starts.
Yeah, I think I'd give it to Dennis because that was not his position.
Dennis Thurman?
Yeah, that was not his position, and he accepted.
It's an asterisk. I think Pup was a better cover guy. He just didn't have the interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And then he got hurt.
You got to pick one.
So you're comparing what, 9 years to 3?
But you got to pick.
Well, no.
I mean, he played.
At corner, he.
Yeah, I know he played,
Yeah.
but he wasn't the same cornerback in my eyes.
Well, but now Dennis Thurman didn't play corner, but about 3 or 4 years himself.
Right, and then he played safety though.
Yeah, but we're not counting safety. He said we're counting the
Corner.
That's what he said, right?
Yep.
We're just playing.
That's it.
Counting his years at corner.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
So, Bill, who you got?
I'm going with Pup.
You're going with Pup.
Because of the corner factor.
Got Dennis Thurman, got Pup. You can
Pup.
Wow.
Coverability.
Coverability. All right, guys. Well, there's your GOAT.
So put Dennis Thurman in the safety.
Yeah, Dennis Thurman or Darren Woodson.
Oh, you Dennis.
Dennis Thurman. All right, here's one who played corner and safety.
Excuse me, guys. This is my game.
Oh,
You guys agreed to play.
Okay.
You played the game.
Okay.
Come on now. Don't do that.
Who do you
switch it. I got plenty more.
No. Who do you have?
Oh, I can't play. Come on,
No,
Jack.
no.
I told you.
Then we
Look,
ain't playing.
Here's the deal. Look, here's the deal.
No.
Look,
We have a perfect opportunity to even it up. We got a perfect opportunity if you will
do you
vote.
know how old I was in '78?
All right, there's you two.
Do you understand?
There's you two.
I'm going back. If I'm gonna say Pup all day because I'm gonna say Pup all day. And I'm never gonna say anything different. And no disrespect to Dennis Thurman in his career. I know he was great. So
that says
that's bias.
because these guys are older and they still pick Pup, and because they saw both of them play and they still pick Pup. So
We got to get Nate from Frisco on line one. That's who we got. That's what's
Nate
that's
probably
fun.
pick Pup too.
He probably, you know what?
Get
You know what?
rings
Probably
together,
would.
man. Shoot.
That was fun. Every Wednesday here on Mix Shots, it's Who's Your GOAT? More Mix Shots in a moment.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
To Mick Shots.
Cowboys Nation, Dallas Cowboys United, presented by Globe Life, is exclusively in the Dallas Cowboys app. Join the official fan club today to receive access to Cowboys Drops. where you can win game tickets, autographed items, exclusive experiences, and more. Download the app now to join.
All right, time to go down the rundown for this edition of
Hey, rundown. Yeah,
wait, before you do that.
Oh, there it goes. Out the window.
They started Perry and Winfrey's 21-day practice window.
The Oklahoma Sooner.
Coming off
Perry and
of
Winfrey. There's help
injury.
for your defense, Heckma, right there.
You don't ever stop.
You said you needed a trade deadline reality check
You
in
got it
segment
sooner.
3.
You
Cowboys
got it
need a
sooner.
miracle at the trade deadline, and there's your miracle. Perry and Winfrey.
Amen. Hallelujah.
And maybe wonder if they have confidence in Kalen Carson, too. 'Cause
Everyone wants to see him.
He just played special teams last week.
Everybody wants to see him.
So maybe he's in the equation at cornerback also.
Okay, door number 1, Dak needs help. Door number 2, discipline issues.
That's where I want to go.
Or door number 3, trade deadline reality check. Which will it be?
I think we
here
talked
in
about the
segment
trade.
3.
We hit the trade deadline reality check.
Segment 2, I wanted to talk
On
about
discipline
that
issues.
Yeah.
Discipline.
When
They're not behaving?
Apparently not.
Here's my thing.
They're not. And
We already got issues. All right, nothing's working. We don't need to compound everything with the injuries, with the penalties. You guys talked about Houston yesterday, bonehead play that he made. We had so many penalties where we shot ourselves in the foot, put ourselves in predictable bad situations by doing that. Houston's play aside, those other penalties, is it something that the coach needs to be aware of? I think so. I think if you're going to go into games with this type of deficit on the defensive side, you can't compound your problems with penalties. And we started off this season in a different way. We didn't have that many penalties starting off early in the year, and that helped us, stay above ground. And now here we are. All of a sudden, we're starting to shoot ourselves in the foot. If I'm not mistaken, we had some bad penalties 2 weeks ago as well that we shouldn't have had. So the discipline part of it, to me, that's where the coaching's got to come in. I don't care if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Busted plays is one thing, but penalties are a whole nother thing.
I can't find. I documented every penalty.
It was 9 for 80.
There was I want to say 2 false starts. But why do you have a false start?
Crowd noise.
Are you worried about the guy in front of you?
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Kicking your butt and you're trying to get a head start? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pass interference. Why do you get pass interference?
Because you're beat.
Okay. So is that discipline or you're getting beat? Holding in the secondary, same thing. Now, the ones that are inexcusable or illegal motion, like you're not set right, or you covered up the tight end when you went in motion, and they had a couple of those too. Those are the ones
I got pushed back. I got pushed back on the false start. You got to hold your water.
Yeah, I know.
You got to hold it.
I know.
This is when I really.
But when I got to go because this guy's gonna get a step on it, right? And you can't have your head over the line of scrimmage, right?
Yeah,
you get caught in the neutral zone. So there's 3 or 4 of them. Yeah, bad. But the other ones, when you're getting beat, that's what your reaction is. Pass interference. Now the one on. Was it Clark that stumbled and he kind of tumbled into the guy on that deep pass? He was beat, and he was trying to catch up.
And now, that's what Dennis Thurman, as we talked about, it was always cognizant of, and myself as well. Because of your lack of speed or whatever the reason is, you need to be conscious of your limitations. So. Hey, Dennis Thurman, he worked his way up into the coverage, even though we were playing man-to-man. He would play off, and he would play it a little bit safer because the deep route, you can't overcome. You can overcome a guy running a 15-yard out. Hey, we can go make the tackle, and we line up again.
Come up and
so you have to know what your priorities are as a defensive back. You can't jump a route when you know that you're going to be you're going to be susceptible to getting beat deep.
So how did he do his rookie year when he hadn't played in a game?
Who was that?
Dennis Thurman.
Oh, I have no idea.
Well,
he was playing safety.
But I'm talking about Clark.
Yeah. Well, no. Once again,
he's a rookie.
As a player,
I know.
You got to know what the worst case scenario is. So sometimes you got to think on your own. You don't have coaches tell you that. You have to know what your priorities are when you're playing man to man, because your mistake can be fatal.
Well, he's in zone, but he didn't get there.
It don't matter.
And he stumbled.
He still can't get. He still can't in zone.
I know.
You really can't let him behind you.
I know.
So that's even more of a no-brainer.
But you got to figure that out at some point in your career.
Well, I hope
I don't know how much
out.
safety he played in college.
Well, listen, I don't care when he played it. You're supposed to be deeper than him.
Deep as that.
I got you.
So let's start there, and then we can work on mistakes from there. But here's what I'm saying, Spaz. If you have a priority in mind, it helps you during the play. You think it through during the play. It's like data going into a computer. It's constantly working. So you start off with this knowledge, knowing that, okay, I have to stay back. Nothing gets behind me. Then you work your way up from there as far as priority is concerned during that play.
And you're speaking from experience.
Well, I learned that as a rookie.
Did you learn it in high school or college
I sure did. Okay. I played safety. Nobody got behind me.
But you were special.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, my God, dude. Are you serious?
No, I ain't taking that bite. He's trying to play my ego.
Yo, man. Oh, my God, bro.
I'm not falling for that at all, man.
Thank you, Everson.
He thought I was going to say, oh, well, yeah, you. No.
You had talent.
No. That is not the point.
You weren't on the practice
That
squad.
is not the point.
Oh, God, Mickey, man.
You weren't on the practice squad.
But no, it does help though to have that priority in mind. It's like any play. If you're a linebacker, hey man, you got to fill that hole. I remember G.O.A.T and Pepper Johnson playing again in that 3-4. The first thing they said was, you have to burst that bubble. It's the first thing you should do. Don't let the guards get out on you. You attack those guards. That's why we're so good against the run. I saw them punk some guys. G.O.A.T and Pepper Johnson, I saw them punk some guys, but they knew what their priority was. G.O.A.T wasn't athletically talented, but he sure could bust that bubble.
You know what reminds me of G.O.A.T? That catcher from Toronto. He looks like he was in the beer league.
Yeah.
Kirk, is that his name?
That's his name.
Kirk?
That's his name, Kirk.
Kirk, and he hits home runs?
Yes, he does. He's a stubby little guy.
And he's not in shape or anything, right?
Look,
I saw that. Bases, yeah. I said, that's beer league.
That's right. But he can knock it out.
Yeah.
And that's what G.O.A.T was good at, bursting the bubble. So you have to have a priority. We were given a priority, the linebackers were in New York. And this needs to be the same thing in the secondary. Even if we have to lay off for a minute, guys, don't get beat deep. You can't overcome that. We can work our way up from there. Give me another chance. Let's line it up. Then let's see if we can make some plays.
All right, we'll see what happens this Monday night.
If
he learned his lesson.
Yeah.
We leave you on this note from Brian Schottenheimer's press conference. Safeties Donovan Wilson and Wanye Thomas are trending positively. Don't expect them to practice today. Mm-hmm. Of course, there's an extra day of practice this week. Mm-hmm. And Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer, this is from G.O.A.T. Cowboys head coach Brian Schottenheimer said they want to win. That's the only goal. As for how good his offense has been, quote, you can take those offensive stats and shove it up your bleep. We want to win.
He said that.
That's from his press conference.
And I love that.
Love it.
I love it. I love it.
All right, that does it.
Hey, hold up.
Okay.
They try to play. See, don't play to his ego. Don't be talking about how good his offense is. He doesn't want to hear it. Just like I didn't want to hear that from Spags. Don't even try it. That's not how it goes.
Okay. All right. How about we do it again tomorrow at high noon?
Go Cowboys.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.